The perfect harem series does not exist. Except that it does, and it's finally here, guys! Oh, I'm so excited! I feel like my inner degenerate's showing right now, but I don't care, because 100 Girlfriends is finally here, and I couldn't be happier, dude. Oh boy. This show is the definition of ridiculous, over the top, and that's what makes it amazing. If you guys want a series that doesn't take itself too seriously, is an absolute blast to go through, and you will enjoy yourself the entire time, if you have the right expectations to go into it with, then 100 Girlfriends is probably going to be your favorite show of this season. The second I heard our God say, yo, Rentaro, shut up, man. I want to get as much of my content in this episode as I can. We only have so much time. I knew they were going to absolutely kill this adaptation, dude. It's so great immediately. So let's get into it, and let me explain to you guys why this show is incredible. First things first, let's meet our main character, Rentaro Aijo, who in the literal very first scene of our episode gets rejected so hard that it's kind of soul-crushing. But this is nothing new for Rentaro, as our boy's been rejected 100 times before this one. Wild. But for all intents and purposes, that really shouldn't be the case. As friend A here tells us, you know, I really don't get why you keep getting rejected. You've got the looks, you're smart, you're athletic, you're nice to everyone, and you're popular with both boys and girls. Yet this man continuously strikes out, miserably so. So on his last day of middle school, going into high school, he goes to a shrine to pray to a god saying, please let me land a girlfriend and lead a high school life filled with joy. Please. And could you believe it? The god of the shrine shows up here, who immediately tells him, worry not, Rentaro. It's written in the stars that you'll meet your destined chick in high school. The person who is chosen for you at birth, your ideal romantic partner. As he adds, when two soulmates meet, a sudden shock runs through their bodies, and they instantly fall head over heels for each other. But take note that for women, they will know the very moment that it happens, while men, aka Rentaro, will only realize it gradually over time. But naturally, there's a little bit of a catch to it, as the god tells him, in high school, you'll meet a grand total of 100 soulmates. And as we immediately cut over to his first day of high school, because the anime quite literally cuts over to it. I love that, by the way. We don't want the in-between shit. We know what we're here for in this show. It's put to the test, as Rentaro immediately bumps into two girls who are named Hikari Hanazono and Karani Inda. And immediately upon seeing this man, we quite literally see these sparks fly here. And instantaneously, they are in love with this man. It is literally like that. It is instant. And they immediately start vying for his attention. It is absolutely absurd, but it's fun. As they're both so desperate to get this man's attention, they're gonna lie about some injuries to him, because why not? And as Rentaro is helping both of them out, they overhear these two girls talking, saying, did you hear about the school's love superstition? There's a field of pink clovers in the courtyard. If you find a 4-leaf clover there and ask someone out with it, they'll definitely say yes, apparently. So naturally, our young maidens here instantly run off to go get them. And it's here as we transition to later in that day, Rentaro notices that they both spent all day out there looking for these clovers to try to get this love confession to work. And naturally, as he goes out to check on them, because this is kind of weird-ass behavior, frankly, he notices how freaking quirky they are. Inda, for instance, is your textbook definition of a tsundere. And we see that Hikari is one of the thirstiest girls I've seen in a long time, bro. And I ain't talking about for drinks, unless that drink is called Rentaro, if you know what I mean. And it's here through the pure power of Riz alone. He charms her so much that she confesses on the spot here to this man. And naturally, being a tsundere, Inda's not going to take this lying down. No, as she confesses to him on the spot as well. As they both tell him, you gotta pick one of us, so pick. Now, normally, there'd be a pretty simple solution to this, you know? You would just pick the person who you have the most feelings towards, and you'd go out with them, while gently letting down the other person. But there's always a catch in these situations, huh? Because it's here as he goes to the god, again, he tells him, yeah, they're both your soulmates. Both of them are your ideal romantic partner. But you see, our god might have made a tiny little mistake when our boy Rentaro was born. As he tells him, normally, any given person only has one soulmate. As he says, something monumental just happened to coincide with your birth, though. And it caused me, the god of love, to make a horrible mistake. You see, Fortress in the Sky was airing on TV when he was working, which naturally caused him to be distracted while working, as any god would be, of course. And that's why our boy Rentaro has 100 soulmates, because Fortress in the Sky is 100 out of 100 after all, guys. Obviously, it's perfect. But that's not our real kicker here, as he adds, you know, when a person meets their soulmate, they can love each other and be together. But if that doesn't come to pass, all sorts of horrible stuff happens to them. And they die. Because you see, having a soulmate is such a blessing that it uses up a whole lifetime's worth of good luck. And as such, if one fails to match with them, misfortune awaits. Death. And because of this, if he ends up picking one of them, the other will instantly die. Now I want you to picture that outcome, but with 100 different people. Meaning he has to do this 100 times. Now you see, our boy Rentaro thinks of a little loophole here, saying, oh, I could turn them both down and then secretly behind their backs tell them, yeah, I'll go out with you, while not hurting the other person. It's a win-win situation, right? And it causes both of them not to die that way. So as we transition to our next scene, and they're both waiting for his answer the next day, our boy Rentaro has definitely come up with one. A little battered and bruised in the process, but he has an answer. But it's here. Instead of our somewhat sensible plan we just came up with, he tells them both, I want both of you to be my girlfriend. And naturally, they're both opposed to that like a normal person would be. But you see, guys, Rentaro is not that kind of guy, as he thinks, you know, the two of them opened up to me and told me how they felt. And he knows better than anyone how much courage it takes to confess your love to someone. It takes a lot. And it's here through the sheer power of Riz, and the fact that he actually did find 2 4-leaf clovers that they were looking for, which is actually a legitimate, thoughtful idea. They both accept, and our boy has 2 girlfriends right now. But here our real problems are starting, because he has to do this with 98 more people the exact same way to save their lives. If he doesn't want them to die, he has to love all 100 of them. Our boy is going to be 100 timing all of them. And that is the story of 100 Girlfriends. An absolutely ridiculous, over-the-top show that is going to be so much fun this season and will definitely be one of the standouts. I know I kind of rushed through it for you guys here, but trust me when I say this show is going to be great. It's going to be a blast, and I'm going to love it. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this first episode down below, because I've been reading this series for a while now, and I'm so happy it's getting an anime. It's going to be such a great time. So again, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and let's get ready for some craziness this season. Again, this season feels like it was tailor-made for me and what I want to see, and I'm happy. Look how much I'm grinning. So until next time, guys, I hope you all have a great day, week, month, and year. And let's get ready for a pretty crazy season of anime. So until then, deuces, have a blessed day. I'll see you guys. Alright, real quick, guys, I want to tack this on at the end of the video because I wanted to mention this in the video, but I forgot to do so. I find it so funny that this show is airing in the same season as a show like Girlfriend, who essentially have pretty similar plots, albeit one show doesn't have people dying in it. But this show is going to do it so much better than Girlfriend, it's not even funny. I find that hilarious to myself, though. Just wanted to throw that in at the end, that this show's gonna shit on that one. And I don't even dislike Girlfriend, guys. I really don't. But this show is just so much better. And I just find it funny that they thought, yeah, we'll just put them both in the same season. Why not? But alright, this actually will be the end now. I just wanted to say that, because it gave me a laugh, that's for sure. So, really the end now, guys. I'll see you guys next time. We're gonna have a great season this year.